Hey, everybody, it's big announcement day on the Ramon Foster Show. It's up to us to make the big announcements. We're going to do that here. We're going to have a big announcement here. What's going on, Moan?
Man, DK1, it is hump day. Let's throw that out there, okay? It's been a minute. Dwayne, you're right. Hello, Foster family, man. Big announcement. Let's go ahead and get to it because there's a lot because we got a real actual game this weekend that I will be involved in myself, man.
This is accurate.
It is, man. I alluded to it last week, man, but I will be joining the Steelers pregame television show, man, with Charlie and Pomp and also Missy. AJ Ross is a part of it too on the pregame, pre and post game, and I'll also be doing the sideline, so I'll be down there involved and doing little small stuff with Missy, but reporting up to Max Starks. Up into the doggone booth, man. Him and Rob King. So that's exciting, DK. I appreciate this.
So does the boss, apparently. No, I am too. I think it's really cool. You're a natural for it. And the best part is being on the sideline there, you're working with Missy. You know what a pro she is.
Absolutely.
Years of working with her. To be honest with you, let's just call it like it is. She's going to be carrying you down there for a while.
You know it.
I just want to say that.
She's the pro. Yeah, know about it. Missy's the pro with that, man. She's been really good with all of us since she came into the building with us. And her roles evolved, and man, they asked me to come do it because why, DK? They know I had a little bit extra free time with me not doing the Titan stuff, so they said, "Come on home."
Yeah, it's all going to be fun. The catch is for these preseason games, you got to know 90 guys.
Oh Lord,
not 53. So, what's that going to be like? You got to find the name of every Joe grocery bag gonna be guy.
Seriously, DK. Listen, if they show up and they're important enough to make a play on something, awesome. It's the way I'll treat preseason. To ingest 90 plus names, man, and also keep guys like Cam and TG away from bothering me while I'm trying to work is the other part of this job, DK. But man, I'll be watching for stuff during the game. Hopefully we have some dialogue back and forth so I can see and break down what I'm seeing. But Max is awesome up there. Rob King is too. But also I'll be the blue tent guy. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. And hopefully Bert relays information to me if somebody's injured to go in the blue tent though.
Yeah, that's the grim part of it. And then you're just watching the blue tent instead of the game. You're saying so-and-so came out, so-and-so never came out.
Exactly. You know what I found out by working the blue tent, DK? A luxury we didn't have while I was playing. One, the blue tent is also just a privacy tent. Also, you need to go in there and change pants. You can do it in there, DK. One of the main reasons for the tent, guys use the heck out of the bathroom like crazy in the blue tent. I used to be able to... Yes.
There's a bathroom in there?
There's a pee bag that they give guys. They're single use. Yes, DK. Single use bags that the guys go in there to pee. And I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all are that hydrated during the game, which you should be. But pee breaks, DK, is what happens in there more times than not. If a redhead's not going in there, it's probably a guy that's got to use the bathroom really quick.
Okay. That's pretty wild. I didn't know that because at Acrisure Stadium, they have not to get all okay, but there's a set of steps that's right by the sideline where you can go down. Ben used to go 2 or 3 times a game.
Yeah, you could, but some logistics of the restroom isn't close. And Tennessee is one of those places that guys, and then it's also use the bathroom real quick and then go right back to the bench is the mindset of it. So it cuts out the dead time where you can be having adjustments and a quick break because going underneath, somebody's always got the idea he's going to the locker room. It's probably just a bathroom break.
Okay. So here's a question that I have for you, especially based on an experience that I had here. I'm in Latrobe, by the way.
Latrobe, yes, sir.
Yeah, you who are on the board of something. What are you on the board of here?
I am on the board of directors of athletics, DK, on the philosophy side of it too, philanthropy side of it, DK. Yeah, I got to get more active with it. I'm not as active as I should because, Father Paul, I'm busy as heck,
You say
man.
yes to everybody. It's your problem.
Yeah. You've told me
You
that.
really do. Oh my God, it's such a character flaw.
Yes, character flaw for Ramon Foster. Doing too much, man. You are 100% correct. We've had that discussion intimately, DK. You've had to tell me, Ramon, it's okay to say no on things. I enjoy everything, though.
Yeah, I know you're a yes guy. That's for sure. When I'm here, and yesterday I was out on the field doing practice, and I'm looking from the sideline, and I can't tell anything that's happening. And yet they're going to throw it to you on the sideline, and they're going to say, "Hey, Moan, how does the offensive line look?" But you can tell, can't you?
Uh-huh.
How? I can't even see. Like, I'm looking through all these bodies in a maze. And then if you're looking for offensive linemen, which I was yesterday, I just wanted to watch Troy Fautanu and Broderick Jones.
Yeah.
I had to go 20 yards downfield just to get an angle.
The way I look at it, especially when it's in real quick time too, DK, is like you said, my eyes are trained for it. If there's nothing happening, leakage, then everything is fine. If there is something that have happened, I can correlate where it's coming from and see exactly the why in those moments. Like, it just pops. I don't know what it is at times. I was at my day job today, man, covering the Titans at their practice, and a pass went off, and I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, it's probably a holding right there because he had the guy around the neck and stuff like that.
Right.
I see it because it pops out, because if there's nothing, then everything's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the moment you see a loose body here or guys turn sideways, I can somewhat correlate where it came from and get the breakdown. And the other cheap part too, DK, and we even did this while we were playing. It sucks, but it's such a thing. We look up at the scoreboard often. The video, the Megatron up there, like, we see the replays often on the video boards. So you get that also. Although sometimes home teams don't replay them if it's good or bad. Well, especially bad.
Yeah, they're not going to show you what you want to see, basically, in Jacksonville. No. Although in Jacksonville, it's awfully hard to miss that replay board.
Listen,
it is in the city.
And the pools. DK. Jacksonville, man, is a great test for this secondary.
Or for what you're talking about for the
I'm
Steelers.
Talking about for the team. A young guy in Travis Hunter has to play. Brian Thomas Jr. is one of the best young wide receivers, DK, that came on, I feel like, at about week 6 all the way throughout the rest of his rookie year. We're talking about Joey Porter Jr., no matter how much he's going to play, Darius Slay, all of those guys, DK, they got to go against this group. If Travis Hunter is the Energizer Bunny that they claim he is, you better make sure your hamstrings, man, are really ready to go this upcoming weekend.
Guys, when we come back, we're gonna dig in to the only segment that actually matters.
DK, and it's so simple. It's Hey Moan. That's how you join.
At DK Pittsburgh Sports, we take pride in coverage that connects our city's fans to their favorite teams. Now, that connection's stronger than ever. Introducing our all-new state-of-the-art app. Find expert inside reporting and original podcasts. Check live box scores. Track the latest stats. Chat it up with our community of thousands of fans, all in one place. The new app from DK Pittsburgh Sports. Coverage that connects.
Okay, we're back, and it's time for the only segment that matters. It is Hey Moan, and it stars Ramon Foster, who, by the way, I feel obligated to tell everybody, before they start thinking you're some TV guy or that you came out of nowhere, it's like, who's the new guy on TV? When you show up on everybody's screens for the preseason game, it's going to be, listen, he is still primarily Ramon Foster, 11 years starting guard in the National Football League, all 11 of those for the team that he's going to be covering for the first time in his life Saturday night. If you came on our show early today or late today, Ramon will be a sideline reporter along with Missy Matthews. They'll be working up in the booth with another offensive lineman and Max Starks. And, tragically, you're going to be, missing, Craig Wolfley for the first time. And I'm sure that's going to come up over the course of the broadcast too.
Absolutely.
And what that reminds me, between you guys and Wolf and Tunch Ilkin, it's all the offensive linemen in all directions. And believe us, when Ramon and I tell you that Tunch and Wolf would love to hear this right now.
They would. You bring it back, man, DK, because those guys were so close to us, still very much involved. To your point, man, they understood that team and the game too, because they were around the facility so much. But you're right. If those guys were around and had retired, and they found out it was Max and I, a big old smack on the back and a shove and a push and a big smile would be appropriate, DK, man. I hope we do talk about those guys and what they mean, and that's what you'll get from us this upcoming weekend, because you're right. It's two guys that were directly involved with Tunch and Wolf, man. So that's pretty cool. And I'm also his number sake. Wolf's, man, is 73.
That's true.
Also, I saw another 73 yesterday. Kendall Simmons, man, he's coaching at Middle Tennessee State. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. That's DK. Pretty cool stuff.
That is. It really is. Let's get to some of the questions here today. We're gonna have a half-hour show today, a little bit shorter than usual.
Well, so we get real football this weekend anyway.
Yeah,
DK.
I gotta get out and watch this practice. He's got assignments. Zoo comes in and says, "Hey Mo, is our defense too strong for our offense to practice effectively?" Moan, it is a seesaw here, and I only say that because yesterday the offense really showed well. You started to see quick releases. The offensive linemen didn't have to hold their blocks very long. Guys got open quickly. They turned, timing routes, all good stuff.
Ain't no such thing as too strong right there, Zoo. Just going to throw that out there. This is what you want. Training camp is almost like not correlating it, but Army boot camp. You break down to build up. If this defense is doing this against our offense, I expect those same things to happen during the season. And also, young enough offensive line where guys got to grow up. They got to be able to have this type of stuff with the amount of newness, even with the new quarterback and DK Metcalf being involved in this, DK. I am totally okay. If you tell me Pittsburgh defense is good, That's like Christmas lights at Christmas, right? That's like snow, like, right, DK? That's what we're talking about right now.
Exactly. Stiegel comes in and says, "Hey, Moan, how much does Will Howard's injury hurt his development?" If you haven't heard, meaning to our audience here, Howard is expected to be out 3 weeks, pretty much the entirety of the preseason. I saw the play on which it happened. It was just a center quarterback exchange. And he made a really nice throw, a bullet throw, and then he went like this.
On the helmet?
That's what I thought, too, with the way he did that with his hand. There was nobody around him. It just something happened on the CQ exchange. I don't know. Maybe like Zach Frazier has
football
iron butt or something. But he just goes like this, and that's it. But no, he's not going to be part of the preseason.
Man, just problematic. Does it hurt his development? I'll be honest with you. Yes, it slows down all the progress that he's had so far. And here's his most important and biggest test. Aaron Rodgers is probably not going to play a ton. It's the Will Howard, Mason Rudolph show. I think Mason's the backup, number 2, DK. But this is where you plan for the future, and it sucks for him. As much as he can watch it, see it mentally, reverberate everything that's coming out of his mouth, regurgitate everything that he's learned, live reps is what he needs. He needs to get hit in a game too. Like that, all that stuff matters.
David Harrison says, "Hey, Moan, why aren't more ex-players? Why don't they become referees?"
David, you must be from the past, okay? What I'm telling you is this. I've had this conversation with my
from the past.
Because I told one of my good friends that's trying to go coach right now. I'm telling him, David, I said, you trying to coach, but umpiring and refereeing in the NFL pays really good. And there's also, DK, a fast track for guys that have played in the NFL that they'll bump them up quicker, and the salary's good. You're still in the NFL. You get all the benefits. They get riders, DK, whenever they show up to stadiums and stuff, and security. Like, they're treated like a football team. I think a most perfect person who could or should do it, David Harrison. I think James Harrison would kill it.
Oh, as a ref?
Yes.
Wow.
No nonsense. None. No,
he can. If instead of ejecting you, he just body slams you.
I mean, seriously, he's lived that life, right? Like, you can't tell him nothing he's not seen. But David, you're right. I don't know why, sense of pride maybe, but there is a program in place for former players to get into it and be fast-tracked to the NFL.
John Glink wants to know, "Hey, Moan, can you please share with us what Mike Munchak did to help you and your great offensive line to develop and grow. And by the way, if you have his number, could you ask him if he'd like to come back? I knew that was coming.
I asked him before. Munch has been a granddaddy. It'd have to be a great situation for him. But John, what he did with us is he didn't treat David like me. He didn't treat me like David. He let Marquise be himself, and he found ways to develop the guys around him. He challenged Al mentally. He challenged whoever was at right tackle, Matt Fowler, anybody else, Marcus Gilbert, mentally before he did anything else. He was so just regimented in how we were supposed to know everything that we were doing. And again, I go back to the number one thing. The technique that he taught us was an every single day thing. At the end of the day, when it gets tight, you may be hurting. The guy's been whooping your butt. Your technique is what's going to save you, and that's what Munch did. But most importantly, again, I say this. He didn't treat anybody else like it was just a stock position to play. David was different than me. I was different than him. Al was different from whoever's playing right tackle. He asked us to specialize in what we were good at within the confines of what he was teaching. That's what made us so special. And he made sure everybody held the next person accountable too.
That's interesting. Individualized instruction is always the best. You can't pretend that everybody is the same person, has the same skill set, even has the same mentality here.
DK, it's so much that goes into it.
And I saw it. You guys were over here in the far end zone, and that the way it wasn't bring the group around and chat. No. It was everything that he did was like this. It was one-on-one.
And he worked us. DK, you saw us. If everybody was on a knee over on the other side, the O-line was in the corner working. You know what I'm saying? It was very rare we got bones thrown our way to where we can just sit back and chill. Tyler brings up Munchak would have made Broderick All-Pro. That's on Broderick too, okay? Like, you got to be motivated in that. It's only so much talking you can do.
Heldon Daddy here says, any fears about Alex Highsmith's recurring groin issues, getting flashbacks about Lamar Woodley's hamstrings derailing his career? It's still soft tissue. Yeah. Groin can become a recurring thing. It can be a career-long thing. It's a complicated set of, talk about a core muscle,
right?
Where it is. Go ahead, Mon.
Here's the thing, though, too. Okay, this is more recent. Last year, he played in 11 games. Alex Highsmith did also. Maybe something he's doing. Who knows? Movement. It happens with that type of stuff. But here's the thing about Alex Highsmith. Up until last year, he played over 80% of the snaps almost every single time. The last, since 2021, 16 out of 16 games, 17 games. He hadn't hardly missed is what I'm getting at. Hopefully this is something, just a quick rehab. Guys go through this in training camp often, where honestly the rest may do best for them than actual practicing every single day. I'm hoping it does handle itself well, but Tyler brings up too, Herbig has shown to be very well and his reserve role that he's played too. It's just that Alex brings a different mindset. I heard somebody recently bragging about Alex Highsmith. Like, he's a top 15 salary guy. You know who he is as a rusher, and I like the threat of having him available though.
And the other component is, and you've lived this, Moan, the head coach wants to see other guys. He doesn't need to see what T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith had. And yesterday he had Jack Sawyer out there pretty much the whole practice. So you're not going to be, you're not going to be wasting those guys in situations like this. And by the way, you're not going to be wasting them in Jacksonville either. So you might as well just let it heal up as much as it possibly can. I have not heard from anybody that it's any kind of serious thing, by the way.
Yeah,
that answers your question.
Young guy development stuff right here. Can we keep it right there too?
Yes, sir.
From Sergio, man, speaking of the edge rushers, he goes, "Hey, Mo, who will take the bigger jump, Jack Sawyer or Nick Herbig in the edge?" I think it's expected that it be Herbig, right? Sawyer understanding what he is as a player and learning how to grow, he has the element of surprise. So anytime he does something, I think we're going to notice it. I saw him also beat the D ends or the outside linebackers in their get-off drill, too. It was the first time for him in training camp. I got Herbig taking the bigger jump because he's been around it, more experience. What you got on that one, DK? I saw you bite your lip a little bit right there.
Yeah, because you know and I know that what gets discussed in a setting like this one here at St. Vincent College is – for edge rushers, they don't talk about whether or not you're getting to the quarterback. They're talking about whether or not you're sealing the edge. Okay, that's it. I mean, really.
That's so true.
If Herbig doesn't have it, it's like the running backs. Nobody's talking about how they run. They're all just talking about pass pro.
Yeah.
So if you're Herbig, you are still hearing relentlessly about, well, okay, yeah, you're really dynamic and you'll pounce on a quarterback and you're going to make some splash and you're going to poke the ball loose. But really, that run that you gave up, what was that?
What was that?
That's what you're going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I think where Sawyer is concerned, that's a very healthy atmosphere for him to be raised in.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. And I like a lot of what I've seen. But I'll tell you what, yesterday here at practice, 90% of the time he dropped back into coverage.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. They want to see what he's actually got. You know, they know the other stuff. They have reams and reams of tape of what he can do as a pass rusher. Let's see what else you got, kid.
Do that. That's what training camp is for, the challenge, right, DK? Absolutely. I said another one, Sergio. He's got a good one, DK. I hope you don't mind this one, too. Sergio goes, hey, Mon, do you have any feeling towards Roger because he took your ring? None. It's the game. It's the game. He played lights out in that football game. Footballs were thrown in the right spots. Jordy Nelson, who I do work with now, was catching, and the legend of Jordy Nelson took off from there also. They were good. Charles Woodson was everywhere you needed him to be, and that's the game. What I do like, though, is some of the stuff I'm seeing from Aaron Rodgers and how he's speaking about Roman Wilson, who, more than anybody, needs a jump, DK. Just tell him to be himself and believe in what he's got going on. It's refreshing to see Aaron Rodgers be encouraging to a young guy like that. So it's fascinating.
You know, I'm going to repeat here from the top of the show here, our announcement that Ramon is going to be joining the Steelers as a sideline reporter through the preseason. That's all 3 games, and that begins this weekend in Jacksonville. We'll be down there too. Covering the whole event as we always are here. Sebastian Sanchez says, has there been any official injury designation for Will Howard? It's the preseason. There's no such thing.
No, they ain't got.
He's not playing in the preseason. I know everybody loves him and all that other stuff here, but okay, and he's lovable, but he's not playing in the preseason, no matter how much he is loved. Right. Butthole says, "Hey, Moan, after dedicating so much of your life to a team and to a sport, how has your understanding of what truly matters in life changed now that the stadium lights are off?"
That is a very philosophical,
existential stuff from a guy calling himself Butthole.
That's what they call deep cuts right there, man.
Jeez. Wow.
Whew. All right, I'll be quick. We got like 5 minutes on this one, so I'll try to be as short as possible. What I realize is this. The game goes on. Your number gets replaced by another body. But the love that you have is always there. I think, and I can see how a lot of guys that don't have the involvement, DK, that I have, the open arms concept where they can go back to their college team and their NFL team, go into a dark space is what I would say. For the ones that fulfill their careers like I did, I'm satisfied, DK. I drank from that well a very long time, 11 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm okay. My perspective is, man, I got a 16-year-old that's deep in recruiting right now. I got a young offensive lineman that I coached last night, and we won football, middle school football. And I got a wife that I love like hell. You know what I'm saying? So my perspective on, like, being in it for so long, since 1999, that life moves on. There are more important things, but I do love the heck out of what football is and what it's meant for you. And if you ask me, would I change anything about it? But, you know, the injuries, everything that come with it, I tell you no. Only thing I ever say that I'd ever want, DK, is a draft pick. Just give me a better signing bonus. That's the only thing that I look for. But I got that back too, DK. So
you got it back, all right.
Yeah. So what I would tell you is this: it's
just contract, guy.
Yeah,
buddy, contract.
Yeah. What I would tell you is this perspective that there's more to life than just being labeled as a football player. DK, you know, that was one of our conversations. I didn't want to jump in the sports media side and be the former football player. I want to be a pro at this. Football is a nice vehicle to catch a ride in, is what I would tell people.
Wild Bill asks, and we're just going to take a couple more today. Wild Bill says, DK and Moan, are there any other offensive linemen on this team showing any promise? The funny thing about this line, Bill, is that the the linemen that you need to show promise are already on the field. They're already the starters. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're still talking about, 1, 2 second-year guys, 3 second-year guys. Yeah. 3 second-year guys from center over across the right. Isaac Seumalo is your only veteran, and then your biggest question mark in Broderick Jones. So they're the ones that need to show the promise, okay? Yeah. It's not about, like, are they going to get pushed by the kids? They are the kids.
They are the kids. Yes, 100%, DK. That's the most important part of it all. I think you look at the Anderson brothers. They're not brothers, but look at the Anderson duo, how one of them separate themselves, DK. Like, I truly am, the same way you looked at me in my later years, DK. I'm eyeballing Isaac Seumalo, and in those situations, how ready can Spencer Anderson be or Ryan McCullough to be in those positions that if he does get dinged up this year, can they step in and not drop off at all?
Everybody's asking about Broderick Jones. There's no way that's not going to come up in your first broadcast, Mo. When they have a guy like you as part of the staff here. Broad had a day yesterday where he did some good things. Another time he got spun around on a run play that was supposed to go through him. He's facing the wrong direction when they're tackling him. And I know that's never a good look. Even when you're doing the right thing, it's never a good look to be facing the wrong end zone at the end of the play.
Yeah, no.
And at the same time, he is what he is, both physically, and he's not. I see, hear, and read stuff like lazy and whatever. No, that's not him.
I wonder, DK, and I say this, and I'm not a doctor when I bring this up, but I wonder, does he have ADHD? Like, does he need Adderall? I know guys that did, and it turned them on, DK. Like, they were different because of it. Won't disclose who it was, but, like, some guys may need that attention deficit type of stuff. So, who knows? What you're telling me, DK, is just focus, brain farts that we call sometimes that is happening from time to time?
You know what? When it comes to the offensive line, I defer to you guys that have done it. So, to me, a lot of what I see, I'm not ever going to pretend otherwise, is alphabet soup, man. I just see, sure. Okay. And you guys are the ones who've lived it. You've done it. And when I look at Broad, I see things that occasionally will remind me of criticisms that we collectively had of Chuks Okorafor, where you'll see that first push and then you won't see the second push. But then it's not that simple. With Chuks, it really was. He would just stop on the play.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't that simple. He's being beat on techniques. After the practice was over, he and an assistant coach were out extra, and it was all you could tell. It was just technique stuff. And this is year 3. But
yeah. Just got to put it together, DK. It's essentially what it is, man. His biggest test, I can give you all the practice tidbits that you want. It's in the stadium this upcoming Saturday. That's where I think his evaluation has to happen, because you got to think those rushers know him intimately in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, they do, and he's going against guys who are pretty good too, and I understand that as well. Yeah. And at the same time, my goodness, it's got to get better. It's got to get better.
Broderick's not built like a guard, not even. Not even. This isn't a what's big boy that was with Philly this past year, the former Jets offensive lineman. He's not that guy. I forget his name off top. It removes. It's missing me right now. But he's not him. He'll never be a guard, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's just he needs to come through. I keep focusing, not because I'm a naturally positive person or whatever. It's just I keep saying that if you're the Steelers and you're the player, everyone wants to find out, can Darnell Washington move to left tackle? And of course he can, but you're not doing that now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're not doing a panic move before a player's year 3 and before the first year in which he's able to play his natural position, left side.
Yeah.
You're just not making that move.
No.
No. Go ahead.
The other part behind it was Mekhi Becton that moved inside. The other thing too, DK, respectfully to these guys, there's nobody behind Broderick. He's, to your point, is the one.
You have to focus on him.
Yeah.
In positive sense, you just have to.
He's got to do that. So Calvin Anderson, love you as a pro. Dylan Cook, even on the right side. DK, it's on Broderick. There's nobody else, respectfully.
No. And that's going to be I mean, I don't know how much he's going to be out there Saturday. I hope quite a bit. Okay.
Me too.
I hope we get to see these guys. Yeah, and let's before we go to our finale here, Moan, I just want to ask you your thoughts on whether or not you would have these guys out there for like even a quarter just to start, because it's not just about individual development. They have to start coming together, and that can only happen on a field.
Only two that get a pass, Isaac Seumalo and Zach Frazier. Because finding a real good center is a hard thing to do, DK. You going to the backup, it's just problematic. Everybody else, they need a good look. I'm talking about up to a half, DK. It wouldn't shock me if Coach Tomlin wanted to go past the half, because there's only 3 preseason games anyway. Only 2 passes, gold tickets that Coach T would do from time to time. I'm passing out. It's to Zach Frazier, probably for a series or 2. And then Isaac Seumalo, I don't think have to play much at all anyway.
No, but he's been banged up in camp, so that he might not dress at all.
Zach and Isaac, the only 2 that get a pass, DK, and Zach's gonna have to play some still.
Yeah. When we come back, we'll close out the Ramon Foster Show.
Best believe it.
At DK Pittsburgh Sports, we take pride in coverage that connects our city's fans to their favorite teams. Now, that connection's stronger than ever. Introducing our all-new state-of-the-art app. Find expert inside reporting and original podcasts. Check live box scores. Track the latest stats. Chat it up with our community of thousands of fans, all in one place. The new app from DK Pittsburgh Sports. Coverage that connects.
Welcome back to the Ramon Foster Show. Mr. 73, before he achieves superstardom, has a few words to say it right here on his own show.
I do, man. But real quick, you were right about your guy too, Darnell. And Rogers loves him. You were early. You bought your ticket early on that one, DK.
There was just something going on there, and there still is. They are not hiding him. They're not utilizing him as a last resort. He's lining up all over the line of scrimmage. They want this to happen. Arthur Smith wants this to happen. Aaron Rodgers wants this to happen. And even if he's the third tight end option, that's fine. He's still on the field, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Wow, man. Way to go, DK, on that one, man. But y'all know how it is, man. We got football this weekend. Real live football. But before that, man, call somebody you ain't talked to in a while. It's always my first thing. We got those phones. It's so easy to do, man. Apologize to somebody, man. Y'all know how it goes. We hold grudges for no particular reason. I always say we're more alike than we actually act, or people tell us that we aren't. Don't let people tell us and divide us, okay? Buy somebody a random drink, man. Give somebody a hug that may need one. Nobody's girlfriend or wife, though, okay? That's that side of it. But at all costs, make it back to us next week so we can talk about this and what we saw, man. Absolutely.
See you in Jacksonville this weekend,
Jacksonville,
Mr. Steelers commentator. We'll see you there.
You go do some work now, okay? This was fun. This wasn't work.
I'm going up there to see the state of your offensive line, pal. All right, I'll talk to you.
Peace.